5 destroyed, but not giving up. Wink News anchor Lindsay Sablon caught up with 2 islanders on Sanibel who spent the last 2 years figuring out how to rebuild to withstand hurricanes.
When your home looks like this after a hurricane, you make sure it never happens again.
We all have done something different, and some things have worked and some things haven't, and it can save everybody a lot of heartache.
For Melissa Laidlaw, who lives on the west end of Sanibel, she's found a lot that has worked to fortify her home since Hurricane Ian.
We have built back resiliently with plastic walls up to 51 inches that can be easily removed, cleaned, dried out behind it, put back up.
These plastic walls, they've actually been tested already. Tell me about that.
So they've been tested twice. They've gone through 2 storms. Helene was only 18 inches, Milton went up to 3 feet.
Another wall that she's found to be floodproof is AZEK.
It's a material that's actually used for sheathing houses on the outside, but they make an interior product.
She's even found water and mold-resistant insulation.
It's R11 insulation, which has dramatically helped my air conditioning upstairs.
This styrofoam isn't just functional. It actually doesn't have to be ugly, unless maybe you tapped on their wall. You wouldn't necessarily realize their entire garage is this styrofoam, and then they just took oil-based paint and painted right over it.
Across the road, Bob Moore's found other solutions. Another issue during and after a hurricane: no power.
So we decided to put in batteries after Ian, which we did at the beginning of this summer. So when Milton struck and we were without power again for 4 or 5 days this summer, we were operating like normal.
And one of the most unique things he's heard on the island:
a bag that you can drive your car up onto, pull the bag up around it, zip it closed, and it seals your bag, your vehicle against flooding.
I found the product called Extreme Vehicle Protection, or EVP. It ranges in price from $250 to $400, all depending on your car's size. These islanders living out the phrase, necessity is the mother of invention.
As we have learned in our hurricanes, we are stronger together, which is why Moore is working with Sandcap Resilience and its Neighbor to Neighbor program. He's asking you to submit ideas through this portal: what's worked, what hasn't worked. He'll round up all these ideas and then share them with everyone. I've put a link to this form on winknews.com.
It's just pretty cool, some of the products that are out there. You know, some of them can be a little expensive, but if you don't have to rebuild, maybe that's where the rubber meets the road and it kind of like balances out.
Right, and nowadays there are so many things that you can try, and it's sort of like each time is a test,
Yeah,
but whatever
we've learned
works.
a lot in the last few years.